This house is full, yet there is no food. That should not happen. Pa Oghenekaro spoke calmly but firmly. I'm not here to insult anyone, but I will not pretend I do not see what is happening. But the truth is, the problem did not begin that day. It had been growing quietly for days. It was Christmas morning in Pa Oghenekaro's household. The house was awake, but the house was not moving. People were up, walking about, adjusting clothes, checking their phones, yet the kitchen remained untouched. No pot was lifted, no broom scraped the floor. Everyone waited, not for time, but for someone else. Among the wives, the waiting was careful. The senior wives watched the junior wives. The junior wives watched the senior wives. No one wanted to be the first to act. That was how trouble entered the house quietly. There lived a man named Pa Oghenekaro and his wife Mami Efe in an Isoko community in Delta State. They had 6 sons and 3 daughters. Pa Oghenekaro was a man who believed strongly in order and tradition. In his house, things were clear. Marriage was compulsory. None of his sons was allowed to cross the age of 28 without marrying. As for his daughters, they were married when serious suitors came because in Isoko land, men are the ones who make marriage moves. As Christmas approached, Pa Oghenekaro sent words to all his children scattered across Nigeria and abroad. This Christmas, he said, everybody must come home. It is the family general homecoming. And everyone came: sons, wives, daughters, husbands, and children. The compound was full. From outside, it looked like celebration. Laughter rose into the air. Neighbors and family members gathered to greet them. But inside the house, something else was growing. Morning came, no breakfast. The sun climbed higher, still no food. The house was full of women, yet no one entered the kitchen. Each wife measured the moment carefully. If I start now, they will all relax and leave everything for me. Some had learned that lesson before. Once you cook today, it quietly becomes your duty tomorrow. Nobody wanted that burden. So the different tactics began. Some of the wives slept longer than necessary, waking long after morning had passed. Some quieted hungry children with biscuits and snacks, managed this first so as to prevent them from entering the kitchen to make proper meals. Some stayed busy with small chores, stretching time, bathing children slowly, washing one cloth at a time. Some stayed on their phones, pretending to take important calls. The pressure slowly shifted to the youngest wife, Ese. Traditionally, the youngest wife was expected to do the most work, but Ese was heavily pregnant. Her legs were swollen. She tired easily. Still, eyes followed her. She is the last wife to enter the family. She should manage. Pregnancy is not sickness. Ese kept quiet, but frustration built inside her. From the outside, everyone looked occupied, but nothing moved forward. That first day passed in tension. The second day came and the same thing happened. By then, the men could no longer ignore it. Quietly, one after another, husbands went into their rooms to plead with their wives. Honey, please, just manage and cook today. The reply from the wives were firm. I cooked yesterday. Let another person cook today. I am senior wife here. It is not in my place to cook. Why is it always me? Arguments stayed behind closed doors, but frustration leaked into the open. On the third day, a few women dragged themselves into the kitchen. Food was cooked late, without joy or cooperation. Plates were dropped with noise. Pots were washed angrily. The next morning, those same women who cooked the previous day refused to cook. I did it yesterday. Someone else should cook today. Days passed like this. Children grew irritable. Men avoided one another. Mami Efe moved from room to room, trying to calm everyone, offering water, forcing smiles that did not reach her eyes. Pa Oghenekaro watched everything. He said nothing. Not the first day, not the second, not the third, until one afternoon, when even the children had stopped asking for food. That was when Pa Oghenekaro called everyone together. all the wives and their husbands. He stood before them and spoke calmly but firmly. This house is full, yet there is no food. That should not happen. He looked slowly from face to face. I'm not here to insult anyone, but I will not pretend I do not see what is happening. The compound was silent. Some of you were afraid of being used. Some of you were comparing yourselves. Some of you avoided the kitchen by sleeping late, keeping busy, or running away. No one spoke. This house is not a competition ground, he continued. Money, education, or where your husband lives does not remove responsibility. He paused. As my wife is now old, I expected leadership to come from within this house. He turned to Efe, his first son's wife. You are the woman next in command after my wife. Efe replied calmly, Daddy, I was the first wife to be married into this family. I carried this house on my head when it was only me. I expected the others to continue where I stopped. Rume, the second son's wife, spoke next. We were waiting for direction, Daddy. We did not know who should lead. Onome, the third son's wife, added quietly. We did not want to overstep or cause trouble, Daddy. Pa Oghenekaro nodded. Even if you are not expected to do everything yourself, he said, you are expected to coordinate. He faced Efe again. Leadership is not about doing all the work. It is about giving directions. Then Pa Oghenekaro addressed everyone. If my wife and I are no more tomorrow, will this house scatter because age is no longer on our side? No one answered. From today, there will be structure, he said. The elder's wife will give instruction. Duties will be shared and confirmed. No guessing, no silent resistance. Mami Efe added softly, this family must stand even when elders are gone. That night, the tension eased. The next morning, food was ready early, not because everyone had suddenly changed, but because leadership was clear. That Christmas ended peacefully, and the family learned a hard truth. A family does not fall apart because elders grow old. It falls apart when responsibility is avoided and silence replaces leadership. Usually, when parents are alive and their children gather, they try to preserve unity. They want togetherness to continue. Cooking together, working together, living as one. That was what Pa Oghenekaro fought for. As families grow, it becomes harder to coordinate and silence grows louder. If elders are still alive and a house can fall into rivalry, what happens when they are no longer there? Is separation the solution, or does togetherness simply need better leadership? Drop your constructive opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss the next story. This is Tales by underscore blessed AB. Till I bring another story your way. Remain blessed. Thank you. Bye.